of Rio painting things.
Yoga.
And so it begins. We told you guys it was coming. Here it is.
She's gonna fill this bag and then get a phone call and then be on the phone for 2 hours with someone and then decide that she's tired and go to bed.
Well, with my tumor situation, and I don't know if you guys have heard the tumor situation, but I think we're getting ready to start vlogging about my tumor on the other channel because I don't think it's appropriate for this channel, really.
And we're gonna hire a monkey to edit it.
Yeah, because the monkey I have to edit doesn't get edited in time. Anyway, I'm filling this bag, obviously.
Can you tell us the thickness of that bag so that we can do this ourselves?
No, figure it out yourself.
We need the approximate size.
It's a Ziploc bag.
Can you give me a link on Amazon for
Actually,
those?
I think I will. I think it's been brought to my attention that we should be using the Amazon affiliate program because a lot of people are buying stuff that I use. So that's what we're gonna do.
Amazon.
I need a pair of scissors.
Per scissors.
Poor scissors.
Cut. Watch
Now I'm
very carefully.
rusty. It's been a while, so this may or may not go well. So, these are two parrotfish, blue parrotfish, and this is just the basis for some rough coral here. And then I've got some other coral. Well, of course, they kind of all look like carp, but they're not, so whatever.
That was kind of fish racist.
That was fish racist,
Yes.
So anyway, I'm going to start building this coral back here. So that's where we're going with this. And I want it to be thick, but not too thick, because I really don't want to carve the fish. I just really want the coral to be cool, because I like the texture of the coral. So I'm going to start putting in just pieces of this coral here. And I really don't want to have to, I really seriously don't want to have to, and then as I'm putting it on, I'm going to start manipulating it. Alright, so let's get into this. The carving process for me is my favorite part of the whole painting, besides the last like 10% of it when you're adding the light and the life on that fourth pass over of the piece. But I love to carve all of this and bring it to life. What?
We call that her I hate it stage.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes from I love it being like all white and carved and beautiful to oh, what was I thinking? Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not.
Whose idea was it?
Which is why we've like just procrastinated showing you guys this stuff. It's not that I have a problem with showing you what I do. It's the fact that I don't know how to teach you how to do this because half the time I'm still not sure I know what I'm doing. So, I've seen the coral up close and personal. You know, as a scuba diver, I know what it looks like. And so I'm basically just trying to recreate on my canvas what I think the coral would look and feel like if I could touch the coral, because you can't touch the coral when you're diving. First of all, it's rude. Second of all, you don't want to kill it, and third of all, it could kill you, so you don't want to touch the coral. But on here, I just kind of the more texture the better, the more textile I can, and it's another tactile sensation, and I just really like it. And like my tools,
and it's a patented technique.
Oh yeah, this is patented, trademarked. It's all mine. You can't do this. I mean, we got the edge on the. I mean, did you see that Ziploc bag? I mean, that is technology right there. Of course, I patented this technique.
We actually own Ziploc, so yeah.
We do now.
Yeah.
I didn't know it. Did we purchase that while I was sleeping? Because I wasn't aware that we owned Ziploc. Was that a business deal you did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're so brilliant.
Yeah.
Not only are you a cinematographer, but you're a stealthy businessman and negotiator as well.
Yeah.
That's outstanding. Wow. You're just so good, Say. And look at that hair dryer. I mean, that's technology right there.
Also
Now what I'm
patented
doing
technology.
is I'm heating up this molding paste and I'm using my knife to carve it. So, because you can manipulate it around. It's kind of a tricky thing to learn how to do because the outside edge starts to dry and you don't want this to crack. So you're just going to have to work with it. You can send me a million emails if you want about it, but I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell you about mixing color. Play in the paint. Play with the molding paste and figure it out. And sometimes I put some gel medium in it too. And I just like the way it, I just love that. Gosh, I love that. I love the way that looks. I need to get really good at painting in white. So now we're going to fill the palette. It's time to make, the first thing I do, y'all, is do a mixing white. And that's usually my either zinc white and cad yellow or titanium white and cad yellow. And then every time I need something that's going to be like white in my paint, I use my mixing white.
Hold
so
on.
everything is more cohesive.
Can we just take a minute and appreciate the shot that's
Oh, why is there no music playing over this? Like the angels should be singing. Sace, where's that at? Look at that shot. Hey, that's a good, that almost looks like a drone shot. Good job, Sace. Look at my boobs. I swear they're in every shot. Sorry about that, y'all. I just have big jugs. I am on a new eating plan though with this tumor, and I am losing weight, so I'm pretty excited about that. So I'm either losing weight because I'm eating right, or I'm losing weight because the tumor's trying to kill me. But either way, right now I'm okay with just losing weight. So the first thing I do typically is take my mixing white and put it in front of every color on my palette that I may or may not use, and I just start raising the value of all of those colors so I can see them in their pastel-y state. I'm a very visual painter, and I don't have real formal training except for with Kay.
Also,
and this is
dumb painter.
one of the things that she had me, you know, this is one of the exercises that she always has me do when I start a piece. She says you should spend more time mixing your paint than you should actually painting the painting.
I have 4 hours
for
mixing paint.
At first, I disagreed with that, and now I agree with that because it helps so much. Now, see, I'm going even higher on the value scale with this one, so I can see that. And it looks like gray, but it's really a lavender because I've got lamp black and cad red in that mixing with the mixing white with a little bit of the yellow. So, I'm just trying to kind of figure out where I'm going with this. Still not 100% sure what I'm doing. But that's okay, y'all. That just proves to you that even after 32 years, I still don't know what I'm doing. Which, I don't know if that proves that you should be watching or if you should just skip these videos and move on to someone who knows what they're doing. Now I'm laying in the background, and my background color is a mixture of the mixing white, which is titanium white and cad yellow with a little bit of yellow ochre. So it's a little bit lower intensity because even though the background appears to be white, it isn't. It's a color.
It's actually purple.
And it has a lot of purple in there because I put some of those shadows in first. And the other thing is that no matter what, it has to stay behind my fish and coral. That has to stay behind. So that's what I'm going to be working on right here, is making sure that I'm trying to set my distance by just blocking all this crap in. And it's going to be ugly for a while, but I'm just trying to figure out where everything lives, what plane everything, because the same two objects cannot occupy the same space on this canvas. Everything has to come forward. You see how as I come forward, those shadow colors are getting darker and more intense. So, I think I did this part right, but then I panic in a minute and you're going to see that I kind of alter some of it, which I'm going to go back and fix, because the beauty of me filming this is that I can see where I went wrong when I'm like, oh, I don't really like that. There's some brown in that one. Looks like umber with that purple glaze. And again, none of this has to be perfect. I'm just blocking it in so I can tell myself how far away each individual section is, so I can build some interest. Even though this doesn't have a lot of depth in it, I can still manipulate this canvas so that nothing is on the same plane. That's always a goal. We don't want everything on the exact same plane.
I like planes.
You like planes? Oh, I like to fly on planes, especially when they're taking us to a dive site.
I want to get you on one of those little planes that lands on the water. I think that'll be funny.
Landing in the water, that's nerve-wracking to me. That's a little, yeah. Yeah, it was enough to get on a little bitty airplane and to go to Little Cayman. Although that was really cool. In fact, after riding on that plane, like, I want my husband to buy one. He has the capability of becoming a pilot. He's very smart like that. In fact, that's the career path he wanted. But when he joined the military, he couldn't pass the hearing test, so they wouldn't let him become a pilot.
What?
Exactly. Look at that. See, it's just smooth and creamy and ugly. It's just yucky, beigey colors. Now we're going to start blocking in the fish, because the thing is, the background is nowhere near finished, but until I have gotten rid of all the white canvas, it's hard for me to know where to go. I don't have a photograph of this scene, so I'm making this up based on things I have seen while I was diving. So, you know, there's a little bit of not really sure how to make all this work, because I know these fish are really blue and they're so beautiful. And I don't want the coral to be wild and in your face. I want this to be very sophisticated and very elegant when it's finished, and very high-end looking. Always going for a high-end look, which is why I get rid of the blue water background, because then it doesn't look like an aquarium piece on your wall. I just act like I know what I'm doing here. I'm kind of bouncing back and forth with the fish, because one fish is clearly behind the other one, which means that I'm not going to use the same intensity of blue on the fish in front as I do on the fish in the back. That fish in the back has to have a lower intensity color scale all the way around, because it has to read like it's behind that other fish.
This all sounds so complicated.
It is complicated,
but I don't know why anyone would want to do this. This does not sound fun.
Well, I don't know if it's fun or not. It's really fun when I hit the 90% mark and I'm like, damn, I pulled it off. I did exactly what I wanted to do. But it is challenging, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, it's challenging. See, that's a really nice color in there up against that coral. That green is pretty gross, but he's got a lot of shadow right there, and so I'm just blocking in my shadows. And those shadows are always ugly, and I used to fight Kay tooth and nail on this because I hated putting these ugly colors down first, but it so helps.
So helps.
It does. It helps a lot. It helps you be able to kind of see where you're going, and then you come back over that with glazes and pops of really pretty color, and it just makes everything work. Because see, these colors have to sit down underneath the highlighty colors that you put on the fish. The whole thing can't be straight out of the tube intense, or it's going to look like a cartoon, and it's going to cut down on how realistic it looks. And these little guys have such amazing characteristics and character personalities that I really want to get this one right. Are you guys ready to see footage from Little Cayman and Costa Rica? Leave a comment below and tell SACE to get off his butt and finish the editing, so that we can release all the footage of all of those two trips, because they were, well, I didn't get to go to Costa Rica, so I have no idea how amazing it was, but I've seen footage of it and it's pretty damn cool. But that Little Cayman trip was just unbelievable. Can't wait to start getting the chance to take people on that trip, because it is amazeballs. Again, just kind of making sure I've got a lot of really harsh paint lines in here, brush marks, but it's okay. I'm just setting my distance on this fish. And you see how I have pushed the fin, his tail fin is all the way back, but his face is more intense and comes forward. All that's on purpose, y'all. It's not just like a coincidence that happens. And you see how his body is curved. I didn't take that extreme blue all the way to the edge. That really intense blue stayed right there in the middle where the light's gonna hit, so that it gives the illusion that his body is round I don't really know what I was doing right there. I'm not sure that's the right shadow color for that fin. Now, the one thing that worries me about these is that these guys are kind of really scaly, like tarpon or carp, and I don't want to lose the scale pattern because I really get lost in trying to draw that sort of thing out. So I'm really going over those scales, and I know because I've seen them up close that sometimes when those scales split a little bit when their body bends, that color underneath almost reads like a pinky purple. So I went in with, you know, my lines and then did a wash just to kind of, again, I'm trying to push his tail back but keep his face forward in the shot. And I'm just putting in some more scales there so that I can see them. See how intense that's manganese blue. The intensity of that has been lowered a bit, but that's manganese blue. But just looking at it, if you squint your eyes, that part I'm painting right now comes in front of the tail of that fish in the back. And that's exactly how you want this to happen if you want it to be realistic. If you want to paint a cartoon or a poster, then you can just paint it all the exact same color and, you know, it doesn't matter. But for me, I want it to be as realistic as I can get it. So this is kind of how I fumble through this. And see how that is even more intense? That is ultramarine blue, and that comes in front of the blue that I just painted.
It's also a patented Rio Sace color.
So, yeah, we're just we've just been busy patenting everything. We're taking all the fun out of it for everyone involved. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
You want to use that color? Too bad. It's gonna be $10.
SACE this is SACE's way of complaining about having to buy different clips to put in the other videos because, yeah, nothing's free. You have to pay for everything you put in a video now. Okay, because everybody owns everything apparently.
Can you put a
okay, so now look, I am starting to come in and darken up these shadows in the front, okay? And Kay told me that she didn't think this was a good color. Now, I don't think I'm going to agree with that. So I changed it, but I think I'm going back because I think it's a great color based on what those fish look like right now. Because you see how I kind of went up and put a little bit of that into the fish? That kind of ties them all together. Then it doesn't look like it's going to be patchworked. Oh, no, time for the green. Because see, that's my wild card color right there. You guys that don't,
favorite color.
My green is my least favorite color. It's like my arch nemesis. I just don't like painting with green at all. I just don't like it. It jacks me up. I don't even know why. All right, I hope you guys are enjoying the process. We're going to release this one today, and then on Thursday, you're going to get to see more progress, and on Sunday, hopefully the finished product. So we're just trying something new, kind of getting over doing just pours and just pours and just pours. So let us know in the comments what you think. Let us know in the comments what you want us to paint, and we'll just go from there. We're kind of excited about this new leg of the journey here with you guys. Oh, SACE. I'm not sure I know what I'm doing there. I think I got interrupted. Y'all just ignore this last part because I'm going to go back in there and change all that up. Don't do it, Rio. Don't do it. That's the wrong hue. Don't do it, Rio. Oh, that's really the wrong hue. That's way too intense. What am I doing? Oh, SACE, you got to make this stop. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to go back and fix that. Oh, yeah. Gonna have to fix that. All right, stay tuned because on Thursday you're gonna see me fix what I just screwed up right there. Yep, gotta fix it. All right, so this is where we are so far in the process. I don't like this. I'm coming back in to change this.
It is a little further down the road because someone forgot to turn on the camera.
Hi. Well, I'm new at this part of it, you know, and SACE can't sit over me while I do this for you guys. Anyway, so thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Please give us a thumbs up. Please leave a comment. Tell us what you want to see us paint next. Tune in for Thursday because you'll see more of the progress on Thursday and hopefully the finished product on Sunday. Hopefully. It's like giving me a serious time crunch. And you, Core, in case you were wondering, this one's yours. So, Again, leave us a comment below and let us know what you want to see me paint next. Yeah! Thanks, until next time, thanks for joining us in the studio. Ciao! Yoga.